Fresh fruit in my blender, pinch of ginger, great blood cleanser. It's the art of good nutrition, no graveyard inside the kitchen.
Peace, everyone. I'm Dr. Chenu. I'm a naturopath. I am a vegan, sometimes half or 75% raw foodist. And I like growing my own food. Oh, it's so good when you grow your own food. So today in this video, we're going to talk about callaloo. This is callaloo. People call it Jamaican spinach or Caribbean spinach, but it tastes like spinach basically. It's very easy to grow, so in the video I will let you know how to grow it, how to transplant it, how to care for it, and how to prepare it. You can prepare it raw and you can cook it. So let's get to it. Peace. Beautiful morning. I'm here in my callaloo patch, and I tell you, it grows very fast, and all it needs is sun, lots of sun and water. That's it. You know, it grows in very low nutritious soil, so it doesn't have to be a nutrient-rich soil. It'll grow in sand. I grow it in Ghana, but here today I am at my garden here in Houston, Texas. So you have two varieties of callaloo growing. I have the green kind here, and then we have the red, full of nutrients, full of iron, everything that spinach has, callaloo has, and then some. And so just the way to pick it, you can just pop it, go about 6 or 8 inches above the soil. And I like to do that because callaloo is so resilient, especially in the heat. Wherever you pick it, it will generate fast and right underneath where you pick it. So here, I picked these yesterday, and so right underneath you will have new growth. And callaloo needs lots of room to grow. So once they start growing from seeds, you would definitely have to. This is not callaloo. This is mustard greens I just picked, and so new leaves are coming on them. Give an example. These callaloo here are so congested. The leaves are not growing big. It's a small leaf. It's a small leaf. So I will have to transplant these, but I've already transplanted this group here, and so far they've grown up to about 4 feet high. And I picked them, so now they're down, but now you can see this leaf is much bigger. And the leaves get even more bigger just as long as you spread them. Actually 1.5, 2 feet apart. I'm doing 1 foot apart because of space, and this size of leaf is fine for me. But when you spread them, they will grow bigger and bigger and give you lots of callaloo. Alright, so in transplanting, you want to prepare where you're going to transplant first. So you dig a hole, and we're going to just transplant one for the video's sake. Dig a nice hole. And here you want to transplant the babies. They can be 4 inches, 5, 6, 7, 8 inches. You want to transplant the small ones. And don't worry, once you transplant them, they may just fall over and go to sleep. But they will wake up. Give them 1 or 2 days, they will wake up. So they are not dead. So here we are. You want to get a nice shovel full, get those roots underneath. And basically what you're doing, you're trying not to disturb the roots. But sometimes you can't help it. So they're like, oh, I'm in shock. So don't worry, they will unshock once I give them water and sun. Ta-da! It's just that simple. There are 2 ways I remove the leaves. One is the slower way by pinching the leaves off just at the bottom of the leaf so that you won't have the stem, you know. Or after you pinch the top, you grab and you pull the stem. So the stem is free of leaves and you're left with just the leaves. But when you do it like this, you get the little stringy, which is fine, but I'd rather go without the strings. So I just take my time and take the leaves off. And once that's done, you're ready to chop and cook. So now that we've come from the garden, we've picked the callaloo, we've washed it, triple washed it, and we're going to use all of the plant. We're going to use the leaves and the stem. Now some people, if they like the stem, they will chop up the stem, kind of like you do if you buy bags of kale. They'll have stem in it, but I don't like the stems. I just like the leaves. So I take all the leaves off, and if you want the stem, you can cut the stem down to a little bit smaller than the width of the thickness of a pencil. Otherwise it's going to be too tough. Okay, but you want to use that part if you like the stem. Otherwise you're going to use the stem anyway, and I'll show you what you do with the stem. So we're going to go to the chopping block and get busy. So with callaloo, you can basically use any vegetables you like. And I'll tell you one thing that I've learned, that some people don't use callaloo, the actual callaloo. They use kale, they use collard greens, because sometimes they can't find callaloo, but the dish is called callaloo, even though this is actual callaloo. So we're going to chop up some vegetables, but basically right now I want to show you that we're going to use the stems. So we just chop them up a little bit with your good chef knife. Put them in your compost. Hey! They will come back in other forms with other foods in the garden. Okay. So with the callaloo, you can leave it as is, but I prefer the way they do it in the West Indies. They like to cut it up, so you could just grab a handful and chop it. Chop it small, you know. And that's it. So here we have all of our simple ingredients. You have your callaloo, your chopped red onion. Today we're using jalapeno peppers because I couldn't get the habanero peppers, but I like habanero peppers better with them. And then we have some carrots. The two main ingredients that makes this a Caribbean dish, you have your Jamaican curry powder, and this is organic coconut milk. Okay, and well, I should say 3. Then you have to have your red palm oil. Okay. And of course, to get your salty taste, there are 3 things. One is not here. You can try the Bragg's amino acids, or you can try just regular sea salt. And another one, which is really good, which I would prefer, is the liquid aminos from the coconut. Since we're using coconut, we can stay with that theme. All of this, once it's prepared, it's good over brown rice, any kind of rice you like, wild rice, couscous, quinoa. Oh, delicious. So we're going to start with the red palm oil. However, it's thick, or it won't come out. So a little tip to that is just to run some nice hot water. And we'll let that sit for about 3 minutes and it'll pour right out. Woo! Red palm oil heats up very fast, and this is a fast dish to cook, so it's hot. I'm cooking it on high, and actually we're just going to put all the vegetables except the callaloo in, just to get a good stir fry going. Some callaloo. And once that's in, it'll help with the smoke. So we're just stir frying that shit. And you cook this down until the onions, what you call translucent. You can see through the onions. They're kind of clear. Takes a few minutes on high. Put it all in. I'm ready for the callaloo. You want to get all of it in there. You want to get all of it in there. You don't have to add water. There's plenty of water in the leaves. It'll cook down. Once it cooks down, it looks like it's cooked. Give it about 6 or 7 minutes. It'll cook down. Then you add your seasoning. You can season to taste. And you will add the coconut milk as well at the end. As you see, it's cooked down, like halfway down the pot now. And we're going to add our seasonings. We're going to do some onion powder. And all of the seasonings, I just put the equal amount. So whatever you'd like, I like it nicely seasoned. Put some garlic in there. I do mince garlic. I didn't have any, but we're just going to use some garlic powder in there. Ooh, it smells good. We have some Jamaican curry powder. You can get the hot kind or not. It's up to you. We already have peppers in there. And today we're going to use some Bragg's liquid aminos. Give it a little salty taste. Stir that up. A lot of mustard. Oh, and this is right here, the best ingredient of all. Coconut milk. About 2 cups of coconut milk in this container. We're going to use 1 cup first. Kind of let it saute in that. You don't want it dripping. You want the coconut to stick to the callaloo. And once it's finished, you'll have a nice coconut curry gravy. And the brown rice is almost ready. Let's put a little more. It's too bad you can't smell it. I'm doing that for you. Woo! If you can smell this, I would be a millionaire right now. Oh, it's so good. But this is your final product. You have your brown rice, your callaloo. This is Trinidadian style, Jamaican style, whoever style you want to be style, Ghana style. It has Caribbean, all of it. Let's give it a taste. Ooh, hot, hot. Can you say OMG? Organic manifestations of greatness. Yes.